Hi, ladies. Welcome. I'm Jamie. I'm going to be leading you through our divine play practice. I'm hoping to bring this divine play to Sundays at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, so about 90 minutes. And the idea here is just to have a collective of lovely women wanting to move and breathe and play a little bit before we get started in our week. And this practice is one of my favorites from one of my yoga teachers, Cole Chance, and it's going to come out differently, which is exciting, that I wanted to share with you. So my idea here is, like, on Sundays, as part of my Shine on Love community, and I will post a link for that, is that it's a membership that you can access any videos that have been saved and be able to practice them at any time. Right now, it is mostly meditation, and I'm leaping out of my personal comfort zone to share more movement practices that I love. On Sundays for the divine play, my idea is to have a little bit of movement, a little bit of pranayama or breath, and meditation, and then move into some journaling. And this is something that I do most every day. That's my kind of morning routine. And maybe it's 15 minutes, maybe it's 5 minutes, maybe on good days it's an hour. Truthfully, it's more around like the 15-minute mark, Monday through Friday, which is why I want to offer this Sunday practice, something a little bit more longer, something that we can slow down, come together, enjoy a cup of coffee or tea or whatever beverage is calling to you. You may hear some dogs barking. I'm on a dog sitting adventure this weekend. And so I thought, why not? Let me record something. I knew that with this technical difficulties of the dogs, that if I went live, it could be very chaotic today. However, that's life. Chaos and calm. And that's why we come to our mats. That's why I show up. And so let's just get started. More on the divine play to come. So let's come to our mats or your rug. And when I'm talking to no one, like in this instance, Lila thinks I'm talking to no one because it's just us in the room. So she's most likely going to lick me, use her squeaky toy. All is well. All right, so let's come to lie down on our mats. Okay, you want to go over there? You go lay down for a little bit with the other doggies. We're going to start in more of a restorative posture. It's Sunday, right? We don't want to move right now. And you can do this evening if it's something you're getting, because I'm late to record this. It was just a spur of the moment idea. All right, Miss Lila. Lila is divine play. Her name in Sanskrit is divine play, which is how I came up with this idea. It's also how she received her name during my meditation training. It was one of my favorite words. So let's, your feet come as wide as your yoga mat and your knees fall together. All right, Miss Beetle, you go. Good girl, go. All right, let's lay down. Let your hands relax to your side. And begin to just breathe. Breathing in, let it out. Make some noise, make a little sound, some sigh, let it go. Do that 3 more times. Bringing your knees up into your chest. Wrap your arms and give yourself a hug. Maybe let the spine rock side to side. Just a few times. Coming to stillness with this hug. You can leave your arms here, or maybe you bring your hands behind your thighs. And we're going to rock and roll to come to a seat, but let's rock and roll a few times. So this is just rocking the length of the spine, and it may be hard at first to do this. Maybe it's not as fluid as you'd like, and maybe you feel a little weird, and that's okay. So rocking back one final time, coming up to a seated position, letting the soles of the feet touch, letting your knees come out wide, and maybe just like butterfly wings, like shake the knees if it feels good. You might have to move your butt cheeks out of the way. And then we're slowly letting our head come towards the soles of our feet. Wherever you land today is totally fine. Let it be easy. Soften, rounding your back. Breathe into that back body, letting the expansion move that fascia of your skin, waking up the organs, waking up the muscles, the tissues of the body. And slowly begin to roll up. Whatever way is easy for you, we'll come to hands and knees to tabletop position, moving into some cat cows. Cat cows. I have to move. Okay, we're working with a dog here, so I'll be on the top edge of my yoga mat. So cat cow, let this movement go with breath, just finding some juiciness in your spine. And feel free to be a little wild with your cat cow. You know, the traditional is just arching cat, like that Halloween cat, I like to think of it. And cow is letting your belly soften and your collarbone smile to the front with your gaze coming up. But maybe you find some movement in your cat cow. We're really just waking up our body. As I said, the juiciness, the more we move, it, brings the synovial fluid, the fluids of our body begin to move. And that's where we bring the juiciness to life, the sweetness. And if it, again, like, this is your movement, this is your practice, let it move with the breath. So be quiet for a moment. Maybe you're fast or slow. And from this, we'll come to a pause. I have enough space, I believe, to move into downward facing dog. It's the one dog of our practice. My dog is, there we go, in the way. Sorry, Beetle, I need my whole mat. So not here long. Let's take our right leg and sweep it up, just bringing it back to your mat. Maybe let the knees soften and bring the left leg up. That one more time on each side. Just bringing more movement to the body. And then slowly walk to the top of your mat, one step in front of the other. And when you make it to the top, let's bring our hands, our elbows to clasp. We're just going to hang. Let this hanging support the fascia. You might find some gentle movement side to side. And let your arms come to the ground as we slowly begin to roll our spine. You might keep that gentle sway, or you may just slowly roll up, whatever feels like it's calling to you. We're just making our way, letting each vertebrae slowly stack up, and the head will be the last. To come all the way up. Pause here for a moment. Divine play. Lila is also means love. It is the creation, destruction, and recreation of the cosmos. Wow. Now that is powerful. And so let each day be your creation. To create what is in your heart anew if needed. Now we're at the top of the mat. Let's just get in some more movement. So maybe you place your hands on your hips. When I think of just do like a figure eight. And figure eights are challenging for me. Like that's why I want to do them, because it makes me think of like the infinity symbol, like the infinite amount of possibilities we have for ourselves today, this week. And now take the figure eight to the other way. Notice here what feels easier. Some sides are easier than others. All right. Bring it back to stillness. Bring our arms up overhead. Take the right arm and grab the left wrist. And we're just going to just lean over to the right. Get a stretch in the left side abdomen. And maybe you step your left foot behind to help deepen that stretch. Oh, man. And breathe. Release the arm, come into like a curtsy. And then step back into center. Let the arms fall, just your own natural movement, coming back to that figure eight. Hands on hips, just moving these hips. Reverse it. Ooh. Ooh. We'll go to the other side. So raising your hands up. Left hand grabs the right wrist, and maybe you stretch up and over, getting that side body stretch, feeling it in your intercostals, maybe in your armpit. And if you'd like, bringing that right foot back, bending the left knee for a little bit deeper stretch. And curtsy, because we're ladies on a Sunday. Can't speak for Monday. Coming back to center. This is where the little bit of fun shakiness begins. Okay, so our shaking is going to actually come from just like the heels meeting the ground, making that connection with Mother Earth, and letting your hands be at your sides. Just begin to bounce, letting the vibrations carry up through the body. And maybe today there's some options here, right? Like what are we doing? What is this Jamie telling us to do? And maybe it's really big thrashing. Maybe it's just subtle. Maybe it's so imperceptible. I can't get it out. Maybe it's just on the subtle level. Maybe you flick your fingers. Like you're wanting to let some stuff go. Begin to shake. Maybe you make some audible sounds. Or maybe Maybe you're just wanting to be gentle and you place a hand on the heart. So these are your options. Just keep moving, keep bouncing. And then maybe you get a little bit more wild and you want to begin to sway. Maybe this feels better in your body today. But if you like the shaking, then I'll invite you to keep on shaking. Last week is gone, sister. All we have is right now. And as cheesy as that always sounds to me, it will sound cheesy forever. It's the truth. And so let it be cheesy. And let it be the truth that you know that right now in this moment is all you are promised. And so we want to let that crap go. Let last week go. Let the future thinking go. We can't control our Monday. We can only control what we do right now. Maybe it turns into dancing and you turn on some music, right? Like this is your practice. And you pause the video or after the video, you're like, I don't want to dance. But for the sake of this practice, begin to slow back down. Begin to slow. Find this equilibrium, this balance within your body. Let yourself be the observer here. We come on our mats and we move our body and we breathe, and then we observe, how did that land in our bodies? Maybe we're feeling a little bit more energized now, ready to go move throughout our day, or maybe you're feeling really calm and relaxed and settled. What quality is here with you? As your week begins, and what qualities would you like to have? Peace, power, pleasure, joy, love, excitement. That will be your inquiry for today as this practice comes to a close. I just want to say thank you so much for playing with me, and we'll see how the next divine play goes. I would love to invite you live to Zoom on Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And just remembering that, like, this is literally your one precious day, right? Some days we feel like our heart is open. We feel lifted up by the earth. And other days we feel heavier. We feel closed off. We feel restricted. And the invitation here is to welcome all of these feelings, welcome all parts of you, even the parts you don't always like. And this is something you'll hear me say so much, is this welcoming, this accepting, and eventually this celebrating all of who we are. And so that's what I'm working on, is this celebrating all of who I am. And how can I show up today with the qualities that I want to bring to the world? So I love you so much. There's certainly nothing you can do about it. And until next time, I wish you a lovely week ahead.